They had a schedule. Hey,
what up?
Toronto
Yes.
Direct TV family, what's going down?
Yes.
Brother Legacy Network followers and group members, what's going down? Happy Thursday to you guys. Another episode. This is episode, I think it is
7.
Right. What's that in Spanish though? We've been doing it in Spanish. So we
Ses.
Siete. I know.
Siete. Yeah.
Why just siete? I thought it was
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, Pitbull.
Seven.
I thought it was 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Just so the people that are watching, man, listen, I'm babysitting today.
Oh.
And my son is not trying to hear me right now. He's like, so I might have to jump up and every now and then. So y'all have to forgive me.
It's all good.
Make sure 80, you edit this out.
Right.
He's on his tablet at me.
Yes.
He don't do his tablet. He don't do his tablet and his cup. Look. He don't do both of these.
Wow.
I don't care what you're doing.
Right.
I don't care what you. What's that old school song? I don't care what you do for them.
Right.
Just be good to me.
Just be good to me.
That's my son right now. He's like, I'm sorry, Coach. You gotta be. All right.
All right. Let's get it. Let's
go.
Let's roll into it.
All right. Here, son. Take that.
Take that.
Yeah, because he want to put it back in my face. Go. Okay, so I'm sorry. Then my wife would have been here, but she had to take the boy to the ER because he went to rough house. But that's why. But that's in my telling why you're mad. But we'll get to that in a second. But anyway, let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about. Talk about the coronavirus going on.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that in just a second. So y'all bear with us. Right back.
Welcome to another episode of the Brothers Who Talk with Terry and AD. This podcast is about men talking about everyday shenanigans, the stuff that makes us mad, to the topics that concern why in the world do these guys have a podcast. Let's get to it.
We all hype, man. It's early. It's early.
Yes, indeed.
So what's up, man? This episode CFA, as AD was talking about a little while ago.
Somebody will probably correct my Spanish later, but
it's okay. Only person that can correct it is a Spanish person. So
anyone else? You ain't qualified. You ain't
there yet. All right. So welcome.
Yes.
So we're gonna jump right into this, man, because a lot of things going on in the world. This whole coronavirus has the world shut all the way down, bro.
Right.
Like, what's up with that?
Listen. I was watching. Like, I went to the gym and I was watching. They always got the TVs up and they got live shows up, right? Mm-hmm. These live shows no longer have audiences.
Yeah,
I was watching that and they had I guess some of the staff was like, I was like, wow, they have no audience. They just no more audience. I was like, wow. So it's really making a difference and. Whew.
I mean, it's crazy because the NBA has suspended the season.
Right.
The NCAA
right.
has said that they're gonna still have the tournament.
Right.
But there won't be any audiences. Like, what kind of crap is that?
Right.
Right.
So,
but I don't know if you knew this, but the NBA suspended the season because Rudy Gobert, the center for the Utah Jazz, tested positive for coronavirus.
Wow.
And because of that,
I'm sure
they shut it down.
Like they don't need to get to the other players and all that. Yeah, it's gonna cost them more if something happens.
You know who mad about it? You know who mad about it the worst though?
Who's that?
LeBron James. I'm tell you why.
Why?
Because the Lakers were on their way to a championship. Now the NBA is suspended. So all the Lakers fans that are watching this, I am so sorry for you. Like,
right.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm a little bit sorry. But then I was reading yesterday that Tom Hanks and his wife,
they got it. Yeah,
because they're positive. But you do know that the coronavirus is nothing but the flu,
right?
With a fancy name on it. I wish media would stop scaring people.
Right.
I mean, I get they control the narrative, but stop scaring people.
Yeah, because the thing is, I've been reading, it's like a respiratory thing that kind of can develop into something bad, you know, if it's not treated or taken care of. You just gotta know you have it, you know. So I think if they just kind of jump on and do some tests, you know, find a way to do tests on everybody in a more in a non-chaotic manner, you know, like, you know, and figure it out and move forward, you know. So I think that's the scare. I think also at first, I'm gonna keep it real. I was in this conspiracy mindset, and I know there's a ton of conspiracy right now with this, but I was thinking because it started in China, right? And we having such a beef with them, you know, with President Trump and all this that was going on. I was thinking like, oh, this is so coincidental. Like it's just taking over China like this, you know, but and it still could have been. It just, oh man, it got outside of China and now it's out of control. But yeah, it's always been around. I think they just, because it's affected, it's killed so many people, you know, that and my understanding, it's more the elderly. And not to say, and just to say, not to say they don't matter, because you know sometimes, like, oh, it's just the elderly, we good, you know, like don't worry about it. If you ain't old, you're all right, you know. So I try to say that, you know, like you got to understand who is affected and how it's affecting people, and that's the thing the news never describes. Like when hurricanes,
they're never going to do that.
When hurricanes and things hit and they say like 3 people died, I always think like, how old were they that died? Like, you know. What happened? They couldn't get out of their room. You know, like what transpired for them to get killed? You know, sometimes it's not just a hurricane. They had a heart attack, you know, during the same time. You know, it's a lot of anomalies that they don't discuss. So, that's my thing with the news. I agree. It's like, it's a lot of panic. And now the stock market is now, I will say, and probably people won't really understand, but some will. The fact that the stock market has gone down so much is a blessing for some people. You just got to take advantage. It's a chance to really invest in some things that you couldn't afford before.
Yeah, so, it's great. So let's do this. So before we get into a real deep conversation about that, let me shout out the good folks that need to be shouted out. Let me shout out Ernest Harris, CEO of Charm City Direct TV, who allowed us to be on the network. Thank you, sir, for that. I want to shout out everybody the 7 people that are in here watching us right now. Make sure that you guys comment and throw your emojis and all that stuff. We can't see the emojis, but we can see the comments. And I have a watch party happening over here. So I want to shout out William, Lauren, Annette, Daryl, everybody who's there, and Daryl C. Beecham II, who is in the building on my watch party. Thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate it. Also, throw comments and questions in here while we are going, so we can have interaction. We just don't come in here just hear us talk.
Right.
I mean, you can.
Right. But we want some comments. We want some interaction. We want to know what you guys are thinking about the conversation that we're having. So listen, now that we got through the corona, we're dealing with that. What else is making you mad?
Before we get into Wayne Mac, did you see what Mark Cuban did?
No. What did Mark Cuban do?
Mark Cuban, everybody know who Mark Cuban is. Mark Cuban is the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, right?
Yes.
Multi-millionaire, almost a billionaire probably. And because people are now, because they have Seattle watching it shut down. Not that that's either here nor there, but Mark, people are now afraid to go to work. So he is going to pay his employees while the NBA is on suspension.
Nice.
He's not going to wait for the government to say, okay, here.
Wow.
This is what you do. He's already said his protocols in place for Dallas Mavericks. So let me shout out Mark Cuban, because
there you go.
I wish he was my employer, sir.
Get down there and sell them cars.
I'm trying to tell you, Mark Cuban Motors. I'll sell a car all day. Love. All right, so we're gonna move right on along here. So speaking of this crazy coronavirus and what makes you mad?
What makes you mad?
AD, what's on your brain today? What's making you mad this week, bro?
Man, listen, this one has been one for a while. I probably got a couple that I've been holding on for a minute, but this one here is one that's got me mad this week. So listen, I'm mad at the way teachers lack of communication to the parents. When things go wrong, things happen, and I'm good. But you have, like back in the 90s when we were growing up, only thing you do, you call them on the phone, it rang, you might get the voicemail, right? That was it. Or send a letter, or give it to your knothead student who
Right.
ain't gonna get it to you if it's a bad message. Let's
Right.
keep it real.
Right.
It's gonna it's gonna conveniently get lost. Like, oh, that message.
I ain't giving you nothing.
Right. I'm just gonna let this ride until you find out. You
Yeah.
got to find out. But so I'm mad. My daughter was supposed to go to soccer, and she come home on the bus. Thank goodness I didn't leave on time, or else my daughter been sitting at the house, and I would have been at the school, because all they had to do was say, "Hey, soccer's canceled." That's it. That's all. And we done. I'm just saying, you got my phone number. You can text me. You can email me. You can message me. I'm just saying. And then, as part of Brothers of Legacy, we go to the school and we're up there all the time. You could have told me in my ear, like, "Hey, there's no soccer practice today." Thanks.
Right. They could have said something.
Something. That's what got me mad today. I'm gonna let it go. Eventually. Maybe.
He said eventually.
All right, Terry. What got you mad? What got you heated?
I'm gonna tell you what got me mad. Let's go back to the coronavirus thing. What's up, Ramon? Let me go ahead and say, what's making me mad right now is that I can't go to the store and get some tissue. I'm mad about that. Like, what's the point? Listen, the coronavirus is a respiratory, not anal. I'm just saying it's not.
I gotta wrap up. I'm wrapping up everywhere with the tissue.
That's not gonna do anything. You know, it's all the good stuff is gone, like the Charmin, the Quilted Northern, all that good stuff. That's got like eight ply per sheet, but that don't have that.
Now you got the half plies. The half plies.
Yeah, you got. Come on, man. Coronavirus. I have not read coronavirus giving you guys diarrhea. I have not read that. If that's somewhere in there in the news, somebody please screenshot and copy and paste that for me so I can see it.
Right.
Because I had a homeboy who had to send a case of hand sanitizer to his sister in Arizona because they didn't have any. Wow. Okay, I get that.
Right.
See, right. Here's the deal, and I keep hearing this over the internet, and people are saying, 100,000 people catch coronavirus. Everybody won't wear a ski mask or the face mask or whatever.
Right.
10 million people got HIV. Nobody wants to wear a condom.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right now to 1 block rolls. Exactly. Yeah. Saying.
Oh, and speaking of coronavirus, I just got a breaking news on ESPN that I told you about Rudy Gobert a little while ago. Right. He was tested positive, but now his teammate Donovan Mitchell is now positive for coronavirus. Right. So that is live from ESPN on my phone there.
Nice,
but
not nice.
Yeah. So it's pretty serious apparently.
Yeah.
But that's what makes me mad. Where are the tissue at? Leave the tissue alone.
Right. Get the hand sanitizer.
They don't have anything to do. Wash your hands.
That's you too.
Here's the thing. Why did it take the coronavirus to tell people to wash their hands? You should have been doing that from Jump Street.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's happening with that.
Wash. And you know what? One more thing.
Come on, brother.
Is that when I go to the bathroom, and I hear people, they go to the bathroom, they come out, they finish. They cut the water on. For 1.5 milliseconds, and they got the nerve to come give me a hand. Yeah, give me a handshake. Yeah, I'm good, bro. Thanks. I need for you to go ahead. Isn't it like 30 seconds? It's like 30 seconds to wash your hands, right?
Right. Supposed to sing the song. You're supposed to say the ABCs. A, B, C.
Yeah. I mean, but you want to cut 1.2, 3, 15 milliseconds. You want to? Come on. What is
That's
that
all I
need.
Just what is
that? What is that about? Ooh, I don't understand. Wash your hands, nasty.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands, nasty. I got kids walking around here. All
right. Touching more kids.
All right.
So we give handshakes, high five.
No, I'm good. That's air high five. Let's pretend. That's the we did. Let's pretend that we did it, and So we're gonna get into the meat of it, right?
Yeah.
Just so this is for our new Charm City Direct. This podcast today is for y'all because most of our followers already know who we are, but my Charm City folks don't. So what we decided to do today was give you a little bit, getting to know the brothers and how we got here. And this is a story. This is the age-old story of how men or boys turn into men. There's a group about it called Boys to Men. So we're gonna tell you how we got here.
Right.
Okay. So strap on because it's a story behind this. We're gonna go through it real quick. We're gonna give you the whole life story, but we want to let you guys know who we are. So when you chime into us, you know what you're getting. Okay. So it's not just two dudes. Dude with a cow on his hat and curly hair guy. We're not, we have something to talk about.
Whoa, wait, just hold on. Just give us 30 seconds. Okay, maybe a little longer. Quick word from our sponsor. All right, peace out. All right, welcome back. All right, let's get back into it. Yeah, boy.
So, AD, I'm gonna give you the floor, sir. Who are you?
I is Anthony Walker. Picture it. 1976, New York. All right. So basically, and it's funny, I've been writing a story about functioning stupidity. Functioning stupidity. And that's probably been a lot of my early years into my adulthood.
Right.
And understanding how I became, how I went from not knowing, not paying attention what's going on around me, and too focused on not just my own issues, but just everything that was within me, even when I had a family. Like the one thing I had to discover as a man, and just a quick background, I was married, divorced, and now I'm remarrying to the same woman. Catch that. Some of the things I missed. So the first thing I realized was, as a man in your household, you have to be more than a provider, right? So that was the first thing I had to discover as a man, that there are more functions as a man in your life, your community, your church, than just providing, right? We are so consumed and concerned with getting our hands into some work that we're not focused on the relationships around the work. And honestly, that's kind of like the premise of where Brothers of Legacy came from, because I want to get my men to pay more attention to the people in their household, as opposed to just providing and instructing in the household. Speaking of which, look, it's my boo, Samantha Wilson.
Right on cue. I had it on text message, so it was
hey.
Look at that.
When
save the flirting for after the show, man.
So the main thing is recognizing that you have more of a job than just providing, right? Because that was but the thing is, that's what I learned. That's what I always saw. My dad worked. One thing he never missed out on was work. He would work, come home, provide. We never lacked, so as far as finances, always there. But what we lacked in my dad and I relationship was more of a connection, just connecting, learning from him, learning his dreams and things he wanted to do, just navigating life, like the struggles and what it's like to be a man or whatever. But all I knew was providing, be there, be present and provide. And then it's one thing to be present, but to be actively present, and active in your family, having fun, taking part in the work being done in a household and things of that nature. It's just, as a man, it just took me to be more involved in what's going on, and kind of like my wife and I role is kind of switched. Like, I work from home now, she works out, so I do a lot of stuff with the kids. So it's like, it's a whole lot to it.
A whole lot. And I can promise you, anybody out there, you don't want no smoke. I promise you, no smoke. I don't want. But I'm his best friend. I don't want any smoke. I don't. No,
it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot to managing all of that. Yeah. So I realized my wife had done a lot of work, as well as being there for me, while I wasn't really there for them. In the whole essence. I had moments. Don't get me wrong. Like, I was good. I had moments, but I wasn't actively present to the point to really make the difference that I needed to make. And we are leaders. We lead by example and with words and deeds. So it's a whole gamut of things that I learned as a man, and it just took losing, because unfortunately, you gotta. I won't say you have to, but you go through losing before you really get it. So my goal, especially with the Brothers of Legacy, is to teach some men before they have to lose. Before they have to lose. So I could tell them, I need you to turn around, look at your lady's face. She is halfway out the door and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
And I know you provide, and I know you go to work, and I know you just bought her a car, and I know you bought her the diamond rings. I know you take her out, but it's a little more than that, or it's a lot more than that.
More than that, yeah.
A lot more than that. You just have to pay attention, and that was like Pastor McCory said that yesterday. That was like key. Just gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
and be willing to do the work. And be uncomfortable. Yeah. Uncomfortable. Because there's certain things that I'm still adjusting to. Like we have like our monthly meetings, and we sit down and we talk about our goals and stuff like that. And you just have to be willing to do the work, and be accountable. Because there's things like, oh, you haven't done that yet. We supposed to do this already. So be willing to be uncomfortable. And I promise you, as my name, Anthony Walker, that your family life will get much better. It will change tremendously. All right, that's what I got. Terry, what changes have you made? What have you been through, my brother?
What, bruh? Okay, how much time you got? So it's the thing. My name is Terry. Those of you guys on Charm City that don't know me, my name is Terry. And I'm the other half of the Brothers Who Talk. And I hail from North Carolina, a little small town right outside of Charlotte, about 60 miles outside of Charlotte. And I live now in Idaho. Let that sink in. Let that sizzle in your spirit real quick. Why are you in Idaho? All right, so but we'll get into that at another time. I am currently in the midst of writing a book called The Knucklehead Chronicles, and that's going to depict my life from the age of about 17 to about 5 years ago. But you have to go and check that out. You can listen to it on audio podcast at bit.ly/TCSTV 2019. And that'll take you right to it. Yeah, I'm sure AD put it in the edit at the top somewhere. But what happened with me is that I resented a lot of people, mainly my mother. And so throughout my life, a lot of women paid for the mistakes that my mother made. Or my mother had me at 14 years old, right? So she was promiscuous early in life. And when I was born, people were always, getting on her about, you don't know who the big baby daddy is and all that good stuff. And that didn't really affect me until I was about 17. And then she told me that the man that raised me my entire 17 years of living wasn't my father. And hurt me to the core. And so everybody paid for it. So I went through about 20 years there, maybe less, 15, 17 years of complete nonsense. Getting back and trying to be vengeful. And I got married twice. The first time I got married, I was 19 years old to a woman, had a beautiful daughter, Brianna, who was my youngest. I already had a daughter at 16. And Tanika, she's my oldest. And I went through just life in a fog until I was about 30, 35 years old. Now, mind you, I'm 45. I'll be 45 in 23 days. We're not going to go there. But 44 years old, I went through a lot in my life because I didn't trust people. But most importantly, I didn't trust me. But it took me a long time to realize that I didn't trust me. I figured I had it going on. So what I had to do to change and to get to a place where I'm okay, like right now where I am in my life, I'm very comfortable. I'm good. I did my work. Excuse me. But it was tough to do the work because you have to look in the mirror at yourself and you have to say, this is my flaw. I lie, I cheat, I manipulate, I do this. I do all that. But we have to get to a place where we are willing to look in the mirror.
Right.
You can be told to look in the mirror, just like that. I say it all the time. It's that whole lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink type of deal. We here at the Brothers of Legacy, we can tell you all day long, hey, brother, you're gonna have to look and you have to face your fear and you got to do this and that. But we can lead you to it's just like Neo in the Matrix. You remember what Morpheus told Neo? I can only show you the door, right? But you have to walk through it. And walking through the door is hard because we're lazy. Some of us are lazy. I was lazy. AD, I don't know about you, but I was just lazy. I'm just like, I don't want to deal with it. If I got to deal with it, I'm not going to touch it. And so that's what I did. So I went 10 years or so of just being lazy. And then on top of that, I had the nerve to cheat. What?
Because I ain't get what I need. I'm going to go get it from somewhere.
Look here.
I done broke this relationship, so now I'm going to go find another
I'm going to go somewhere else. Negro. I went through that. And I did dirt. I wasn't a man. I was like you. I wasn't present. Right. I wasn't paying bills. I wasn't doing anything. I was just kind of living my life. Right. And I had the nerve to cheat and then be mad at her because she said, I'm out. Fellas, come on, man. If you're listening to this, if you're watching this Facebook, don't get mad at her. Don't do it. And the reason why I say that, AD, is because this morning in our video, our podcast we did, I think it was episode 5. So, no, when we do the Young Queens, was that last week?
Last week, that was last week. Yes.
So there was a comment on YouTube, and the guy was like, he said, "Oh, so all black women, just because they black women, that makes them a queen?" Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Here's the thing: all women are queens. Let's be clear there. Right. All women are queens, but he was like, "Oh, black women, also just because they're black, they make them queens." Yes. Because if you're black, sir, and I commented back, you know me, I'm the king of petty. I go back, and so I go back and I answer him. I say yes. I say, if you are black, I'm not sure because there wasn't a profile pic.
Right.
I said, if you are black,
What's that?
then what would your mother be?
Right.
Get off here with that. And so I said, hey, what would your mother be? And if you are mad to your baby mom for whatever reason,
Right.
you need to figure out why you mad at her and then get over it.
Right. There you go. There you go. Because that's what that is. That's that anger holding on to it. You know, now you want to dispense it to everybody else because you're mad at her. You want to dispense it to every black woman that's around you.
Now don't get me wrong. That there are some black women that have made some mistakes and all that. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, we've done it too.
Yeah.
As men, we've done it too. But I won't want nobody to take my title from me because I made some mistakes. Get out of here.
Right.
And so a lot of men are mad at our sisters for whatever reason.
Right.
And they don't want to fess up to what they did to make them mad. Come on, dude.
Right.
My brothers, listen to me.
Say that again, Terry. Say it again.
Listen to me.
Because that's
I need for every one of you guys to look into the mirror.
Right.
And ask yourself, what did I do to deserve what I'm getting?
Right.
Because women by nature are nurturing, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So they're nurturing by nature. When they stop nurturing, there's a reason.
Yes.
Please understand.
Yes.
I don't want nobody mad at me, but I'm just saying, please understand
All right.
that there's a reason why she stopped nurturing. And as soon as she stops, don't look crazy.
Right. Yes, indeed.
Don't look crazy. You want to get all mad and puffy and blow up and all that jazz. Get out of here. What did we do to deserve? What did we do to warrant that action? Yes. It's like we were talking on the Brothers of Legacy panel the other day about why men cheat. Right. But then later on in the conversation, we were talking about why women cheat. Well, women cheat because we done dropped the ball all the way around the place.
Right. A lot of times. Not all the time, but a lot of times, yeah.
But they're mad. Right. You know what? I can only speak on Terry.
Right.
I can speak on everybody.
There you go.
I got mad. I cheated because she cheated on me because I didn't pay a bill. I didn't, and because she was like, I remember her telling me one time, if I got you in my house and you ain't paying no bills, why are you here? What are you here for?
Right.
I don't need you here.
Right.
I need you to pack up your stuff and get gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you here?
Right.
And so I was like, you know why I'm here.
All right.
This is a PG show, so we're gonna listen to me, fellas. Don't think because you may have you're blessed in some areas that's going to keep you in a relationship. You better get out of here.
Right.
Because the same way she found you, she found another man.
Right.
Keep it moving. Step up. Do your thing. Y'all playing.
Yes, indeed.
Playing. Ooh, it's gonna be ugly today. We're gonna get no comment. We got 2 views in here today. It's okay.
Nobody want to see it.
It's okay.
Nobody want to know.
It's okay. We're gonna be real up in here. So, I want people when they see that Brothers Who Talk logo.
Yes.
They see me or you, whether we solo or together.
Right.
That they're gonna get the absolute real.
Yes.
Like, you ain't got like what we talking about.
Right.
But you can't not agree with it though.
Right. Can't deny it. Can't deny it. Because so those are the tips are pay attention.
Pay attention. Lord, please.
Pay attention.
Lord, please. Let me post that while you're doing
it. Go and post it up. First one. Number 1. Pay attention. Pay attention. Because a lot of times we miss out on what's happening around us. Like our ladies change, our children change, their likes, their needs change. Like I can't pop in VeggieTales anymore because my kids are way beyond that age.
Right.
So if I'm like, let's go watch VeggieTales, like, Dad.
Yeah. You put it in now, they're gonna give you a thumb up. I know your babies. They're like,
right. Or some Little Einstein. Let's watch Little Einstein. What? What?
Man,
so that's the first thing. Pay attention. The second thing is to be present. Be present, meaning be actively present, meaning you're involved in what's going on around you. You're involved in what's going on around you. You're helping. You're involved. You know what your kids are doing. You know what your lady's into. You know what group she's part of. And that kind of like pay attention is knowing. Being actively present is the action part of it, right? And then finally, providing the security in your household. Providing, I didn't really get into that, but providing that security where your family feels safe when you're around. Your family feels like it's all good. You're here. And we all know people and even as a man, I know people in my life. When they walk through the door, like, oh. Whew, I'm so glad you're here. Whew, it ain't about to get crazy now because you in the building, So you got to provide that security. You want your family to feel like, yeah, it's all good when daddy's home. It's all good. You should not be the one causing the chaos. You should not be the one like everybody rolling their eyes like, oh, this end is in the building. We was having fun till he came here. It was good, and you don't want them side eyes like, oh, guess we can't stop playing. Let's go, guys. You want to be the one to provide the security where they get even more excited. Like, whoo, you're in the building. Yeah, party time. You want to provide a great atmosphere for who you are. Like when you step in, everyone is like, they happy to see you. That's huge because I'm growing up. I've been in households where dad comes was like, oh, my dad's here.
Yeah, dad's home.
I gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go. Go because he gonna start fussing. He gonna start cussing and So
he got a beer in his hand.
Oh man. Yeah,
we're not gonna go there today.
Right? Yeah, right. We're not.
I'm gonna put a fourth one in here.
Okay. Yeah, do that.
I want you to see when it comes up on the screen.
All right. So we are, if you're listening to on the podcast, we're doing YouTube and live as well. So sorry for some of the audio dropouts.
Oh, they all right. They know it. They know what's up. This is life, baby.
Own your ish.
Own it.
Right.
Right. Here's the thing. There's no greater advice that I can give you or the AD can give you that is going to help. Listen.
How did I forget that one?
I know. That happens. Fellas, own your stuff.
Right.
Because look, you want to move forward. You want to be that guy. You want to be that when people see you, they're, ooh, dad's home or whatever. But they're not going to get that if you pissed off all the time about whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. You mad about it, whatever. If you're not happy or whatever, I mean, you need to own it.
Yes.
Right? Because the first part of growing up in this process is owning your own stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to pay Ilana Van Zant hundreds of thousands of dollars to tell me that all I got to do is own my stuff.
Right.
Here's a freebie for you.
Right.
Own it.
You
know what I'm saying? Before you go get your coach and pay all your hundreds of thousands of dollars, own it. That's the first thing they're going to tell you.
Right.
It's just like, and I said this before, if you go into alcohol rehab and you go into the 12-step program, the first thing you have to do is what?
Own it.
Own the fact that you were drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Own it.
Right.
It's the same thing in life.
Right.
I got to say, I had to say, and it was I'm telling you, it was a hard place. As I was sitting in the hotel room and paying $400 a week to live in that bad boy, barely making it, sitting on the end of my bed, not even eating because I had to pay my rent for the week.
Wow.
Sitting on the end of my bed going, I gotta own this.
Right.
I made this mistake. Right. I'm here because of me, not nobody else, not because because of my baby mama, my own mama, anybody else's mama. It's me. I'm sitting here because of me.
Right.
Once we get to that point, we can start to grow.
Yes.
We can start the process of growing.
Yes.
Own your stuff. I can't stress that enough to you.
Right.
And that goes for ladies as well. If you are in that situation with a young man and you continue to go through the same thing with different dudes, you may want to check it, my queen. I love you.
Yes, check.
You may want to check it.
Yes.
If you continue to go through the same issue over and over again, you, ma'am, you, sir, are the common denominator. We all did fractions in school. We know what that is.
Right.
So if you're the common denominator, right, you have to look at something. Something's not stirring the pot here. But I want you to understand that even though life is funky, it may look funky, you may be emotional about some stuff, you still pissed off at people, whatever it is, there is the other side of the coin, y'all.
Yes.
There's the other side of the coin. What's up, Brent?
Yeah,
Brent. I got Brent Rose in the building. Boy, you know I'm feeling the way now. I know Brent up in here. But there's the other side of the coin.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You can, you know how you say, you play the hand you're dealt.
Right.
You hear that saying all the time.
Right.
But if you play poker, you can trade in cards until you get a better hand. Boy, you want to come on and talk to me right quick? I'm just saying. If you play poker, I'm saying.
I'm good.
All those issues that you may have, you can trade those issues in and get you a better hand and play.
Right.
Come on. And we're holding on.
Yes.
Thanks, Brent.
Yes. Bless you too.
We're holding on to a bad hand. Why?
Right.
Because it's easier. Because it's normal.
Yes.
Why? Why, AD? Right. Why do people hold on to bad? Why do people hold on to bad hands?
Because if I get new cards, I got to figure out how to play them. If I get new cards, I got to figure out how to operate. If I get new cards, I'm in a different space, and it's not familiar. Because sometimes we always talk about being comfortable and uncomfortable. It's not that a lot of people are comfortable. It's just familiar. You know, I'm used to the space. I'm used to how my life is. As trashy as it may seem, I get to do what I want and be familiar. You know, and there's no expectation beyond what I've been doing. You know, but then you always wonder why you struggle. You always wonder why I want more out of life and I'm not getting it. It's because you haven't traded those old cards in to get the new cards to step up your life. So you gotta own that. That fourth one is like the best. Own your stuff. You gotta own it. You gotta look at your cards and figure out, all right, so I need to trade some of this in so because I can play this game better.
Here's the cold water. Here's the cold water right here.
All right.
Is that because ain't nobody else gonna play your cards for you.
Right.
And the people don't want to hear your excuses.
Right.
Your wife, your queen ain't gonna want to hear your excuses. Your husband don't want to hear your excuses.
Right.
Your kids are not here for your excuses. They're not here for it. They wasn't brought here for your excuses.
Right.
So you got a choice in the matter.
You can get with this.
You can get with that.
Right.
You can get with this, or you can get with that.
I think you get with this because this is where it's at.
This is where it's at, or it's kind of fat, or whatever verb you want to put in there.
Right.
But
right.
My son is straight getting on my nerves. I love him though. He's right here, and all he wants is tablet. But yeah,
stay at the table and wait for the next hand. Right. There you go.
Exactly. Stay at the table. If you're in here, I'm sure somebody has played spades. See, there's another analogy. Catch it. When you're playing spades, if you got a bad partner, what can you do? If you're playing spades, you got a bad partner, what can you do? Change partners. Change the way you deal with people.
Right.
And if you change the way you deal with people, you can change the way your cards come.
Right.
Can we go?
Yeah. Bro, that was good. That's good. That's where you stop right there.
Listen, I love y'all. We love you. And we want to thank you guys for coming through and saying hello to us. make sure that when you see us, we're here every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Come in through Charm City. You can come through the Brothers Who Talk group. You can come through, well, not Periscope, I'll record there. I think I'm gonna upgrade the StreamYard though.
Oh,
so we can do that. So make sure you come and see us. Come with your questions.
Yes.
Come with your comments. If there's anyone that I can read, because I got a watch party happening over here. Does anyone have any questions for the brothers? Y'all getting to know us. What questions do you have for us? We got a couple of minutes before we have to go. And so thanks. Shout out to Brent Rhodes for coming through.
Yeah, appreciate you coming through, brother.
Yeah, I haven't seen Brent in forever. Hey, you tell Angela I said hello. I hope she's there with you. And you tell her I said, hey, those are my people. The Rhodes, the Mostellas, Greg and Michelle, they're my people. Do you understand? Y'all follow them. Angela and Brent Rhodes. They are across all social media. They are Marriage of God.
There you go. I knew marriage.
Yeah, Marriage of God. Across all social media. Those guys are authors, coaches. They are all around great people.
Yes.
You gotta love them. She says he is. She said, stop that. Gotta love them. Marriage of God across all social media. Those guys are awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Out of Texas, even though he's a Clemson fan, we won't hold it against him. He's a Lakers fan, we won't hold it against that. All right. So we don't have any questions popping off. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a great rest of your Thursday, and we will see you next week.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. 2 things I need you to do. Make sure you comment, tell us how much you love us, and like this page. Oh wait, another third, subscribe. Make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube page. Make sure you're subscribing to our podcast, no matter what platform that you're listening to. So the main thing is, I appreciate you even listening and making it this far. Next, what I need you to do is to hit that link right there. Go to the Brothers Who Talk Now, and be a part of our growth. Support our Patreon page, get some behind the scenes of all our shenanigans, and learn some things. We'll show you how we do our podcast and the equipment we use and how we hook things up. All right? So thank you so much for supporting. Have an awesome day. And again, thank you.
Thank you for watching and listening to the Brothers Who Talk. Brothers Who Talk with Terry and AD. Check us out again next week, where we bring you a steaming helping of common sense, laughs, and advice. We can be found on any podcasting platform, iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. We're also on milehighradio.com, Saturdays at 12 Eastern. See you there.